Hi, it's Ray from ProShaper Workshop in Charlton, Massachusetts. Tonight we got the Healey again, and we also will announce the winners of the 10-day apprenticeship contest. Now it was going to be winner, but we're going to make it winners. And we've chosen 4 people that, if they want to, they've won the 10-day apprenticeship program. We've got 4 winners, and we'll put their names on the video, and it's up to them to get in touch with us, and we'll make the arrangements of when it becomes favorable for them to come to one of the classes. They'll do the 4-day class and then do another 6 days. And we hope to get them all in here, and we're going to be videoing them. We'll be working on that Volkswagen little project. And if there's any problems with conflicts of they can't get out of work or whatever, we've got other names. There was 25 entries in this, so we might have another round of winners. So don't think that you lost. There's still a potential for you to win. And I'll give you the first winner right away. And actually, we don't even know her name. It's the only woman that entered, and her name is Miko. Her last name we don't know. We actually got in touch with her today, but we got to find out when she'll be able to make it. Now, I have 3 other names. They're all going to win tonight, and I'll give you those names in a few minutes, but let's talk about the Healey. We're not going to be able to do too much with the Healey tonight. What I was able to do was to capture this information on this side of the Healey grill, which was not too damaged at all. Most of the damage is focused over there. So I made a cardboard template first, and the cardboard will bend, but it won't hold its shape like metal will. So I used the cardboard to make this sheet metal. It was a 20 gauge piece, and just put a little bend in it here. And it took a little while to fit that all in. Then I made another one identical, and then we put that over here like this. And now we can see what we need to do to the other side without having the whole grill assembly. So this has to come down, that has to go up, and there's a good amount of work there, and that's where the most work that needs to happen right now. Like we said before, we need to iron this all out, but I got a plan for that. We might use a small mobile English wheel. I planned one out today, and it might work really nicely for this. So that's on the front burner, to make a little small mobile English wheel. And I finished doing the forging of this little horseshoe here and captured this. And it just so happened I did have a headlight bucket. This needed to be opened up a little bit. I opened it up, and we got this fit in there. And we got the diameter right on that. And I was able to fit the 1 inch by 1/4 inch forged half round here into this one, and then I put it into here. And I did this off camera, but it's the same deal that what we did here, where we put the 1 by 1/4 on this edge. And once I'd be able to put this in, I clamped it, and then just took the body hammer and form that nice semicircle, hitting against that 1/4 inch, 1 inch by 1/4 inch stock, which is really strong. Now these, I was thinking I was going to cut this off, but I think I can save all that. I'll weld it up, and now we have that nice former, and that'll work really good. And you can see how nice this has come together here. So that's getting really close. Before we can work with this, we have to sew this back up, so that's going to have to get welded. So the main problem now is getting that sewed up, getting this headlight mount correct, and then I still have to deal with this. I haven't made the tool yet for this. This is going to have to be a compound curve gauge, and that has a rolled edge over here, which complicates it a little bit. But overall, now that I got this in here, got this straightened out the other night, got these all nice, then this is workable. It's not that bad right now, and there's little micro denting and a few deeper dents. The worst spot is actually right here, right now. And then we've got to reframe this section here. You can see that when we put that on there, part of this has to come down and part of this has to come up to make that a nice symmetrical opening there. Now ideally we get the full grill assembly and we'll be able to fit it in there. Ideally to get a hood that we can fit in there. Ideally we get a fender, and then everything we know, if we had all that, it would fit perfectly. We'll be able to iron out all of this really nice. The only question mark would be the fitting, because I just don't have that information. And that's one of the fundamental things about restoring cars or building cars, is having access to the information. Without the information, it's very difficult to get accuracy. Somebody mentioned in the comments about how insightful this use of these gauges were. And the gauges is one bit of information, and it definitely helps out quite a bit. But having the fender here is another really good bit of information, like I mentioned. So that will come later. So there's not much we're going to be able to do tonight. I just wanted to give an overview of it and to announce the winners. And please subscribe, give us the comments, give us the likes, and hit that notification bell. And now I'm going to give you a couple more of the winners. And we also have Jason from Marlborough, Mass. And he's also been chosen as a winner of the 10-day apprenticeship contest. And then we have Mike Ritchie from Ackworth, Georgia. And the last winner tonight is Roland Johnson from Vancouver, British Columbia. So there's 4 winners tonight, and like I promised, there'll be more winners in the next few videos that we do, which will be next week. So as I mentioned, we're going to have to cut it short tonight. It's getting really late again. We had a very busy day, had a late start on getting this tooling done. Again, this is information that we had to generate from what we have. So we just can't do too much tonight. I think what we did is pretty cool though. I mean, it tells you exactly what the next step is. And if you take on a project like this, if you look at the big picture, sometimes you'll just go in the house and shake your head and say, it's a waste of time, I can't do it. But that's not the case. It's like, you know, building a big brick wall. It's one brick at a time. So, you know, from what we started, and in actuality, I think this is the 8th video in this series, and most of these videos, I haven't worked more than an hour in any one of these videos of actually working on the car. There's been hours of prep, meaning hours making all the metal inserts that we use to hammer against, and the MDF pieces and these steel pieces, but the actual working on the project is not that many hours. And the rest of it is, I think that'll go together pretty quickly. And you know, I might not write off on this totally until I find somebody that let me borrow that hood, the right front fender, and a grill. And you know, one of my students will have it. One of my friends locally that I just haven't connected with yet will probably have it. So once we do that, that'll verify everything. And then I have a really super nice condition original Healey shroud that doesn't have any corrosion. A lot of them corrode on the edges and stuff, and that's why a lot of them get replaced. Plus they all have damage in the front. They're very vulnerable to being damaged. I think that's all we're going to be able to do tonight. I think the people that won their apprenticeship will be contacting us very soon, and I can't wait to hear from them, and I can't wait to get them in the shop and video some of their accomplishments and hear their stories. We'll try to capture that. And I think the audience that's watching my videos will really enjoy that. And there'll be more besides these 4. I think I've hit upon something that is a good little system where the audience is going to be participating actually in my channel. So thanks for watching. It's Ray from ProShaper Workshop. Remember, metal is clay. This is Charlton, Massachusetts. The winners, contact us ASAP. Thank you.